First-generation Asians who have earrings or tattoos, how did your family react to them? My mom threw her shoe at me and my dad gasped and clapped. First-generation Thai here. My family are in Bangkok still, and they are not really happy with my clearly American-influenced decisions. My mom actually gave me an earring when I was like 2 years old. At that time, nobody else had it, but now everyone does. I don't know if this is the same for every Asian out there, but my family thinks that if you had any of that you were considered a gangster and a thug lol, and people will think less of you, like huh? Just BC of earrings and tats? My mom gave me my first earrings when I was in elementary school, around the age of 6 perhaps. But I am a girl, so maybe people will frown upon you for wearing earrings if you are a boy. Huh? I thought tattoos, earrings and all kinds of piecing were being used in Asia for millennials now? Ha, got a 20-minute scolding. Given the chance, why not would you work in the porn industry? Fuck bitches make money. Working as a sysadmin also counts as work in the industry? Well, no, I don't want an entire team of people watching me fuck a lady I don't even know. No. I don't like sex enough honestly, and I don't need the world seeing me naked. Trust me, it's for the best for everyone lol. I wouldn't want to ruin my relationship. Many of the stars are exploited, they get pushed into more and more extreme shit. No one believes them if they're raped. I mean, that happens often enough with regular people. If you change your mind later you can't take it back. Hi Mia Khalifa, health problems like, have you heard about the ones ending up incontinent? All in all, the money doesn't seem worth it. Have to last more than 5 minutes. Honestly, without defending yourself, why did your last relationship end? I was a mad shit cunt mate. Done bungled the fuck outta it. Acting like a right wonka and everything. Didn't even notice until after it was too late. She cheated on me, got pregnant and continued to hop into bed with every guy that she could. Then ended up getting into a new relationship and posting pictures all over Facebook. Fuck you, Rachel. Because I forgot to tell her how much I loved her. I truly thought she knew. She cheated. She lost interest. She fell in love with someone else. She was very clingy and open, and I have issues expressing my feelings. Tried to spike my drink. He was engaged to another girl, so I dumped him. Despite trying for about 2 years, I wasn't able to cope with how our relationship changed after having a kid. Her ex came back. She went back to her unemployed junkie ex. Do you guys have relationships? Doctors and nurses of Reddit, what's your he shouldn't have survived story? Nurse here. Either motorcycle injury patients or homeless people with 3 pages long of medical issues and doing fine. I would never let my kids get a motorcycle after seeing someone's skin completely burned off from being hit by a car. Also not a nurse or doctor, but a couple months ago I had a serious skydiving accident in which neither my primary or reserve parachute opened properly. The reserve wasn't even open halfway. Ended up with a shattered femur, open book pelvis, burst fracture on my back and some broken ribs. I will not be skydiving again, but I will be able to walk. My wife is a flight nurse and her fellow co-workers saved my life on the helicopter. Cheese lovers of Reddit, what is your favorite cheese? I'm not exclusive with cheese. I fuck around. 1000 days old Gouda cheese. I like a lot of them. My favorite right now is provolone. Halloumi. Any cheese is a good cheese. Except blue cheese, it sucks. Destiny. All of them. Havarti. Raclette. Havarti dill by itself. Brie. Baked. I love brie. Are there toxic therapists? If so, what are some red flags? Yep. I told her I'm taking a break from treatment but will give her a call when I'm ready to resume. She said she won't be available. I asked if she's going on vacation or something. She said she's not taking any more new patients. This is someone I was seeing for 6 months at the time. I just looked at her and nodded silently because I got the message. Some support, huh? If a therapist threatens to drop you as a patient, discontinue care just because you're struggling or too much. Run. Dear Redditors, do you sing to your pets, replace lyrics with their names, and, if so, what are your favorite songs to sing? All my songs are original, and they all seem to be created by someone who is not yet literate. To jam, my fat cat whoa fat kitty, jumble whoa fat kitty, jumble fat kitty fell asleep, jumble she didn't make no peep, jumble she's always hungry, jumble her breath is fugly, jumble whoa fat kitty edit formatting. She's a kitty cat on the floor sung to the tune of Maniac. https u2.be clicks 1 ma. Really something I shouldn't admit. I play Eye of the Tiger on my guitar for my cat when I see him wandering off to go hunting. I sing the Spider Pig song from the Simpson movie with my cat. I also make him walk on the ceiling while I sing it. He tolerates me. Prince Jeffy, fabulous he, Jeffy Ababwa. Do you feel the need to use dating apps websites? Why or why not? I don't know how the dating apps used for in your country, but here only uses for get laid. So as a true relationship man, I am not using dating apps because I know even I able to find a girl from there she won't have wife material, so why would I waste my time? Nah, Don't feel like dating. I did before I got with my GF, actually met on Bumble. I'm just an awkward guy in person, so I don't like to just walk up to someone and engage in small talk in person. Easier over the phone. No, it has a very bad reputation for a reason, and I never felt the need to, because I meet enough people in real life. No. Happily married. I hate one-night stands, and I only have sex if I love my partner, so not really worth my time. A bed company offer you $180 per night for you to test their bed comfortability and rate the bed, which some beds might be uncomfortable. Would you take the offer? Why or why not? Yes, I'm literally getting paid to sleep. Where do I sign up? Yes. I sleep on a hardwood floor. I don't have a bed. Nothing they can offer me would be worse. Getting paid to sleep? I'll be the first one to accept the offer, as long as they deliver those beds to my place. Best response to why do you love me? I don't. Reddit is a sad place for sad people that never experienced intimacy or love. Don't ask that on here. People are assholes. I don't. What made you think that? Because you're my dad. An honest one. DM if you want an example. I always knew I didn't want to do this journey alone, but I didn't know what doing the journey with someone would look like until I met you. I can't imagine doing this all by myself anymore. Not without you by my side, and I always want to be there at your side when you need me. For the first time in my life I care more about someone else than I do myself. You know, I don't really know, but let's find out together. My 3-year-old asked this the other day. Because you're you, smiley face. When I asked it to my cousin, he said cause you smell good, and you are good at telling stories, and you love us. Some chemical bullshit in my brain. I'm not a fucking scientist, you daft cow. A complete stranger on Reddit doesn't like what you just wrote. What would you do? Nothing. What should I do? Mock them for being inferior to me in every way. Tell them that I can say what I want. Downvote the hell out of them if I know who they are. Hunt them down, obviously. I really dislike this question. Your move up. Rebut their point if I can find a hole in their logic. Looks like that's his problem, not mine. Kill myself. Not give a shit and just move on? It's the most rational thing to do unless you're a keyboard warrior. Not care. Probably cry. Gamers. Who's the best video game villain in your opinion? Arthas, the Lich King in World of Warcraft. Sovereign, we impose order on the chaos of organic evolution. You exist because we allow it. And you will end because we demand it. Ganondorf from the Ocarina of Time. The dude was the ultimate menace to my 12-year-old brain. The ghosts from Pac-Man. Kefka from Final Fantasy VI. He was a crazy joker fuck who ended up actually winning late in the game, and even after you finally defeat him, it's bittersweet since most of the world is destroyed and you're left with a small glimmer of hope. Now that he's gone, things can slowly rebuild. Nemesis RE3. That piece of shit Eric fucking Sparrow. The player. That cholo from Far Cry 3 was pretty good. He really got under my skin with his rape-y dialogue. Athetas from Axiom Verge has the same motivations as our IRL elite. Revolver Ocelot. Does high body count bothers you even if they're loyal? If so, why? I don't ask. No STDs? We're good. I never ask and don't expect the other person to ask either. Some people like advertising that shit and it's a big turnoff. I prefer to not have someone who is a murderer. I can tolerate 1, maybe 2 past murders in her history, but anymore is pushing it. Be more concerned with developing yourself as a man, and your range of what you can snag will be such that these questions will be a non-issue for you. It's viscerally disgusting and makes the whole thing not feel very exclusive, so what's the joy of it if you know you're just one of many? Not very special. I couldn't get attached. Coming and shitting are the 2 best feelings in the world. What's the third? Getting that long-awaited piss out. Sneezing. Eating hot chips after getting out of a pool. Coming on shit. Then cutting it with pee. Getting an ingrown hair out after months. Catching a shart with your cheeks before it becomes a situation. Eating. Stepping on a leaf in the winter and it crunches. That feeling of a Q-tip in your ear when it hits just right. When you lay down the pillow is cold already. Neck cracking. I disagree with you on the top 2. I can think of a lot of things that feel way better than coming. Sorry my man, those are not even close to the best feeling in the world. Having your shoulder reset after it's dislocated is hands down, no questions asked, the best feeling in the world. Getting into an outside jacuzzi in winter. For men who read books, what are your top 3 favorite books? Brave New World by Aldous Huxley, Dune by Frank Herbert, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams, 1984 by George Orwell, White Oleander by Janet Fitch, A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. Honorable mention to William Shakespeare's King Lear. And also The Things They Carried. Why Did You Capitalize Men? Christine Hunt for Red October. The remaining Lee Harden series of books. On the Road by Jack Kerouac, The Stand by Stephen King, and I'm Making My Way Through Lonesome Dove by Larry McMurtry. It really changed my life when I found Waldo. Confederacy of Dunces, A Scanner Darkly, The Siren of Titan, The Count of Monte Cristo, the unabridged version only, Dahlgren, Little Fuzzy, No Country for Old Men, The Shining, Jenny B. Jones. 80s 90s kids who are some celebrities of the time that OO's kids have probably never heard of. Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Bob Vila is probably one. Max Headroom. John Candy. River Phoenix. Jim Varney. Mark Summers. Nozand. Puck. Tracy Lords. Bobcat Goldthwait. Anybody remember the kid Aaron Carter? Lol. Richard Simmons. He was everywhere in the 80s 90s, then he wasn't anywhere. The Two Coreys. Tiffany Debbie Gibson. Alf. Larissa Alanik. Andy Milonakis. Emilio Estevez, even though they know all about his brother Charlie Sheen. Kirk Cameron. Steve Guttenberg. Rick Moranis. Sinbad. Sam Kinison. Pauly Shore. Leah Thompson. Skeet Ulrich. Kato K. Elin. Sadly, Jonathan Brandis. Ricky Schroeder. Bronson Pinchot. Slight. Danica McKellar. Paul Hogan aka Crocodile Dundee. Larry Hagman. Guys and girls who were labeled the weird kid back in your school years, what are you doing now? I finished getting my degree and now have a job. I work at a factory, still super weird. But I've learned to embrace it. XD. Changing genders every day as I felt them. I am in college and almost got my associate's degree in psychology, business tax accounting specialist. Found my niche. Successfully running a 7-figure company at the age of 22. Not doing much honestly. Career cook, currently for assisted living, and still very weird. I still feel weird, but probably a bit less socially anxious, so people probably don't label me the weird one anymore. Cybersecurity director, living in the same town I grew up in and working remote. Rotting in my room. Honestly, quit my job and travel around the world. Do people still use fans? Why? Not everyone can afford AC. Helps me sleep with one on. Like air-blowing fans? I do. My room is a fucking sauna. You may be surprised to learn that the US is mostly alone in their obsession with needing aircon everywhere they go. Yes, because they work. In Denmark, there are probably 10-20 days during summer when the temperature is close to 30 and there is no wind at all. It's still not too hot in the shade or inside the house, but it can get a bit sultry and a fan helps a lot with that. We don't really need an AC here. The AC isn't good enough. Global warming and all that. Many people do. First, they are a lot cheaper than ACs. Seconds, they are way better for the environment than ACs, and in the end they consume less energy anyways. Fans generally use less energy than AC, thus less expensive. Boys cherish that one compliment they got years back. What is yours? I love your eyes. Nice shirt. X2. Nice shoes. All you're cute. All will be treasured. You're smart. From a girl. Pretty eyes. Nice hair. Nice shoes. Nice shirt. All separate occasions that I'll never forget. I'm proud of you. First and only time my father has ever said it. You have beautiful eyes. In school. From a girl, classmate CA. 2008. You've got a nice ass, for a white boy. God, if I could apply mascara on those gorgeous eyelashes. A girl just a year older than me told me in awe when I was 16 years old. You're so cute when you blush. My crush 2 years ago. You have great legs. My history teacher 2 years ago on the exact same day as the other one. Lamau. So yeah, that's when I started wearing shorts and basically never stopped. This girl in 8th grade told me my teeth were very white. You see the best in people. Gamers of Reddit, what other hobbies do you have? Backpacking, body surfing, kayaking, climbing, to name a few. Walking, reading, painting. Reading and biking. Walking for now. Go off-roading with my homies, paintball or go-kart, spray paint, practice graffiti. Also try to learn and rap every now and then but realize it sucks. Drawing, fixing laptops, reading and writing stories. Gardening, bike riding, woodworking, camping, bodybuilding, building networks, fencing, fencer, archery and chilling with my cats. 40-50 years old Reddit users. What is something you wish you knew in your 30s? That most of my struggles were self-inflicted. Comparison is the thief of joy. Career, relationships, finance, house, whatever. Bet if you visited our Ask Old People you'd find a variety. Retirement is a hell of a lot closer than it seems. Put money away. Every penny you can spare. Trying to play catch up later is a bitch. At work or anywhere really. It's okay to be wrong as long as you are willing to learn afterwards. Establishing a home in a community you enjoy with a good social support network will serve you much better in the long run than chasing a few extra dollars all over the country. You'll eventually get tired of the grind, but enjoying your hometown will be valuable your entire life. 51. BTW. Few things sting worse than the sting of regret. Go after the things you want. Cat or dog, which one is better as a pet and why? What's your experience? Dogs are like a loyal best friend always there, and cats are like that friend that sits quietly in the corner and judges everyone but you still like them. I really want to say neither. I like animals but I don't like pets at all. But if I had to choose, I'd go for cats because they're lower maintenance. Dogs. Cats that people refuse to contain hunt my resident cottontails and get shot. Yes. Love them both. They say dogs teach you about unconditional love and cats teach you about consent. I prefer cats because I hate being constantly followed or bothered by something. Cats are much more in their own space. Dogs. My dog lives for car rides, the dog park, and is very protective of my fiancé. They're different. You should experience them both at least once in your life. I have a dog and he's awesome, but cats win because they are more self-sufficient. A barbecue with the neighbors, having sex, fishing with grandpa. What is an appropriate thing to say in all three situations? My mom does it better. Oh Oxford, where are you when we need you most? I'm still gonna starve. Lol, I thought it said fisting with grandpa. Wow, this is great. What kind of animal is this? This is the best time of my life. Neighbors having sex with grandpa while gone fishing. Can I have extra please? Let me help you. I smell fish. Let's get it right in the mouth hole. I can't wait to eat. Having sex and fishing with grandpa. We should do this more often. Wow. That's massive. Does it have to be sex with grandpa or can it be sex with anyone? Do you find scars unattractive? Why or why not? No, they are nice to run my fingers on. Self-harm scars are unattractive, but some others can be attractive, more like badass or cool. Not really. I mean, I find my scars unattractive, but that is simply BC. I hate myself and I know how they got there and how it has affected my family. Not really. I consider that they are just shows you're alive. I've got way too many. Lol, my fiancé has a few. I think the level of attractiveness depends on how many and where they are. But I don't think any scars would render someone fully ugly in my eyes. For me, it's not too much about looks. I like to know the story behind the scar to see if it attracts me. No, they're natural. Everyone has them. George Carlin said never underestimate the power of stupid people in large groups. What real-life examples of this can you think of? Political parties, January 6th. Gestures vaguely at the state of America right now. YouTube in 2022. I'm not opening this can of worms. The cancel culture thing, perpetuated by American leftist groups, BLM, LGBTQ. They have done wonders on the internet. Now you have 20 banned words. Everybody is a racist, transphobe, homophobe. These words have lost their meaning. At the same time, these people seem to be one of the most hateful people I've seen. Insane when you think about it. Yeah, great job in making the world a better place. Amazing job actually. Quoting Carlin or Gates or anybody else's public or former figures in throwaway comments as though stuff is deep. Administration at insert employer name.